Hello again, and welcome back to 922. When last we left off, Spencer had just finished hanging out with Ian for a few hours watching anime. We will of course be continuing on from there. Can't believe this bullshit. Who takes 3.5 hours to go to 7-Eleven? I got maybe half a night's sleep. Details from yesterday fade in one by one. Did I really throw up in a girl's bathroom? Ugh. And followed some shady guy into a dirty basement. Also, apparently, I died. Certainly feels like I did. Fine, let's see the damage. 9:22. The clock says 8 o'clock. Huh. I get up. I fish around for my flip-flops, only to remember they're right where I left them. I put them on, since the floor is freezing cold in the morning. Maybe I should get a rug. I feel shaky on a good day. Staying up till 4 a.m. drinking beer might not have been a good call. I grab a drink of water. It's like re-wetting a sponge. I just kind of come back to life. Like those expanding toy dinosaur eggs. Wait, were those things just sponges all along? I think it just blew my own mind. I remember reading about radiation poisoning. Apparently, if you get it bad enough, you'll feel worse and worse, and then your body just kind of gives up. And, for a little while, you feel fine. That must be it. Because this is the best I've felt in weeks. 8:08. I take a leak. I wash my hands. I let the electric toothbrush buzz around inside my skull for the 4 recommended half minutes. It's 8:17. I shower. I've got plenty of time to let it get nice and warm. Not too nice, though. It's always something. I can just picture myself zoning out in the warm water, only to realize an hour has somehow gone by. I rummage through the closet for a fresh shirt. The one from yesterday... Ugh. The one from yesterday goes in a bag. Next time I call Mom, I gotta ask her what detergent she's using. Mine doesn't seem to wash the stench of concentrated social awkwardness away. I put some bread in the toaster. I decide to treat myself by setting the little dial to 3. I wait for toast. I wait for the other shoe to drop. First period starts at 9 at Doherty Hall, 12 minutes away. What time is it? It is 8:36. Yeah, it's no problem at all. This morning, I remembered to disable airplane mode. I regret it immediately. Like 100 messages arrive at the same time. They're all from... Ian? Stuff about that dead body he found. I'm having such a nice morning. I don't want to read it right now. What, does he think that after I left, I went back to being dead? What's he know, anyway? He thinks that egg salad and a sandwich is bad, when in actuality, it turns out, he gives you superpowers. I go to school. The train doesn't block the way. Kurt doesn't sneak up on me. No crazed stranglers I could see. Nice morning. Crisp. The sun's still fresh on the horizon. Maybe things are going to be okay. How many classes did I miss again? I have absolutely no idea what the professor's talking about. Hot nervousness creeps up my back and then settles queasily in my stomach. When they spoke of the college life experience at orientation, was that what they meant? Soon, my subject notebook's full of frantic, illegible scribbling. Probably 30 fewer pages of it than I'm supposed to have. Not quite 20 minutes after the bell and I'm retreating into my phone screen. I need to focus now more than ever, but I'm reaching out for any distraction. Those million messages from Ian will do. Someone I don't recognize shoots me a glance. I switch the phone off. Did they see? You okay? Oh yeah, you've got calc next period, don't you? You worried about the exam? Huh? Oh. Shit. There's an exam next period. I completely forgot. I feel sick. My eyes slide back to my phone. How long do I have to catch up on 2 classes? The clock says 9:22. Back in high school, the teachers used to tell my mom my grades sucked because I was lazy. He's a smart boy, they would say. He'd be such a good student if only he gave a shit. Well, Mom, I guess my teachers were wrong after all. I studied all fucking weekend for this damn exam, and none of it stuck. So much for turning a new leaf. Yo! Ian left the exam room a minute before I did. And I left the exam room 20 minutes before the time was up. Seems he's pretty confident. How'd it go? It was... okay. It was okay. Nice! What did you get for question 3? Which one was that? It was the one where you had to figure out which number made the function continuous. I got 1. Which number? You know, the one with the variable a. Like, find a such that... There were a bunch of questions with a's in them. Hey, Spencer. What's a continuous function? It's when... It's the function from your face to shut the fuck up. So it didn't go well, huh? I sucked shit. Do you mind coming with me for a moment? We don't walk for very long. Around the corner, just so that we're out of earshot of the students trickling out of the exam rooms. Hey. Sorry I laid it on so thick last night. The past couple of days have been a bit rough for me, and I forgot to apologize. So, I'm sorry. Are we cool? The hell is he apologizing for? Shit, did he say something important in those messages from last night? Sure. I mean, I'm sorry too. Apology accepted. How are you holding up, by the way? Got any sleep? Yeah. Actually, I feel great. Really? You couldn't have slept for more than 4 hours. Well, you know how when you get radiation sickness, you feel great just before you die? What? Forget it. Never mind. Anyway, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. His voice drops to a whisper. I heard the school has real top-notch counseling. Second best in the country or something like that. Not to stick my nose up your business or anything, but I think you should go. Today's the first day ever, I think, that I saw you attending first period, you know? This sounds familiar. Is he about to pull a pamphlet out of his ass too? Wasn't very impressed with the staff so far. All the more reason to make college life easier on yourself. Listen, I know this guy in the council, an old family friend. He's been helping me sort out my own problems even before the semester began. Tell him I sent you and he'll set you right up. What do you say? Will talking to some prick in a tie get people to step off my case? I'll consider it. Great. Ian runs off to hand in his BI coursework. I would too, but there's something I want to do first. While my thoughts are still lucid. It's 9:46 and a beautiful, warm autumn morning. The grass has been trimmed recently, and its earthy aroma is even stronger this close to the ground. My phone's in my hand. My thumb is hovering over the little call icon. The display simply says Kurt. I don't know his last name. Will he think I'm a creep if I call him the day after we met? Only one way to find out. Nothing. Damn. Should've thought this through. If I send him a message now, he'll definitely think I'm a creep. Oh well, better not waste the rest of the break. I press the back button, then the messages icon. I scroll through Ian's texts down to the last one. I hold my finger there to copy. New contact. Paste. Name? Ian's friend. Save. Contact already exists. Is this a glitch? Worse. It's Andrew. Hours pass. It goes pretty smoothly, considering. None of my other classes go well enough, or badly enough, to keep me from worrying about how that exam went. I bombed it for sure, but... well, how bad is it? A failing grade is just a failing grade, supposedly, but a 60 counts for a lot more than, like, a 30. Twice as much, in fact. See, I can do math. You know, it's almost nice worrying about my grades. I bet this is how normal people experience college. Wake up on time, eat shit on an exam, not get strangled, and then fail to graduate because you didn't remember what a certain type of squiggle was called. It is 3:07 now. Time to face my greatest challenge yet. Figuring out an excuse not to see Andrew. What is even the game plan here? Hey, Andrew, I know switching classes is the enrollment office's job, but could you just do it for me? Yeah, I probably should have done this a week ago, now that you mention it. No, you're right, I really can't seem to find my own ass with both hands. Could you find it for me? Thanks. I hum and haw and hover over next to the cafeteria, wasting some unearned money on overexpensive campus coffee, adding additional words to sentences that aren't there for some strange reason. Not before long, the sun begins to set. Did I really just spend 2 hours on this? What a waste. Well, better get going. If I'm lucky, he'll be too tired and ask me kindly to piss off. I don't know why I expected anything more fancy. The only difference between this room and any other classroom is that someone printed out and taped Teaching Assistant Study Session to this one's door. Andrew's at the desk at the head of the classroom, typing on a laptop. Hello? Spencer, how are you? I was getting worried you wouldn't come. That sounds more natural. I'm great at this. He's wearing a tie. Nice tie. Thank you. I find it helps clarify which student's supposed to be answering the questions. Well, I had a question. I take the chair across from him. Please, go right ahead. Something's wrong. Andrew's game is way off. That friendly mask is still there, but so much less animated. He's not even bothering with waving his arms around. So, my first period hasn't been going great. I'm not much of a morning person. At all. I've been trying my best to adjust. I really have. But it hasn't been working out. Why'd today have to be the first day ever I'm not tired? I must look phony. I feel phony. Can I get, like, a medical exemption from morning classes? You know, like, something for people who can't deal with that schedule? Afraid not, no. Smug bastard. So you can't help me? I do apologize if we're unable to accommodate a health problem. Is this something your high school had a policy for? No, but... I was hoping I could at least move my schedule around. I don't think he's buying it. I... should probably go take this up myself with the enrollment office, huh? The registrar. They're located... On second thought, it sounds like you could use some help. I'm glad you felt that you could come to me. I'd be happy to do what I can to make this right. Okay? Oh, thanks. Give me just a moment, please. The hell just happened? He returns to his workstation and types a lot. Does he have the webpage address memorized or something? Or is he typing something about me? You might need to take a class at night. Is that okay? Yeah, that sounds fine. Excellent. I do apologize for the inconvenience. Hell, can I just take nothing but night classes? Screw mornings. We are getting pretty far into the semester, though. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be more grateful. Is he doing me a favor? Or just trying to make me think it's a favor? Isn't this his job? I'll send you an email as soon as I get word back. Was there anything else, Spencer? Perhaps some concerns with one of your courses? Yeah. I had some other questions, actually. For you. Oh? Oh. I see. He clicks down the lid on his laptop and swivels his chair to face me directly. Could you please just tell me what's going on? That's something of a broad question. Do I have to spell it out for you? Spencer, in spite of what you might think, I'm just a student as well. You're wearing a tie. That's not what I... Spencer, I'm supposed to be answering math questions, or intro to chemistry. Oh, so that's what you were talking with Reed about. Some sociology as well. I'm getting agitated. Are we really going to play this game? Time to pull out the big guns. God, I hope this works. Fine. I'll just have Ian tell me. Spencer? You two know each other pretty well, don't you? We're in all the same classes. Did you know that? I met him yesterday. He was pretty surprised to see me, like he'd just seen a ghost. Maybe I'll ask him about it. Maybe I'll have him ask you why you've been spying on one of his dead friends. Hey! Spencer. Ian isn't... He clears his throat. You two aren't the only ones disturbed by recent events. I don't actually know what's going on with Reed. I answer to him, but I'm supposed to be... I'm not the evil mastermind you seem to have made me out to be. I run photocopies, I lead study groups. When we're feeling adventurous, sometimes I grade papers. He closes his eyes and pinches the bridge of his nose. I'm just trying to fulfill an honors program, for God's sake. I didn't ask to be part of any of this, whatever this even is. I'm being asked to do a lot, but told very little. I don't know why the police were here, asking for me specifically to identify a corpse. I don't know why it looked just like you, Spencer. I don't know why it was wearing your clothes. They asked me, and I told them it was you. And that was that. I'm glad I was wrong. Ian was relieved too. Bullshit. One last thing, Spencer. The only thing I'm spying on is the entrance to the fallout shelter. We've been asked to monitor it ever since it stopped being guarded last year. And before you ask, no, I don't know why it was being guarded. Not any better than you. What's he talking about now? I've heard they're reinstituting the guard program tomorrow, however. So I'm afraid you won't be having any more of your adventures into the fallout shelter. I'm sure you can find somewhere else to do some urban exploration. And hopefully I won't be asked to stare at that damn door ever again. Andrew's full of shit. He must be. If he isn't, I sure did overstep some boundaries for no reason. Whatever. Even if he really is just another student, I have all the right in the world to be pissed. He was looking me straight in the eye, keeping perfectly silent on telling the cops I was dead. Bastard. What else does he know? I realize I have worked up a sweat, despite the cool evening air brushing across my face. My hands are shaking, and, for once, I don't think it's fear. God damn it. I force myself to stop in the middle of the street. Calm down. Breathe in. Look at it logically. I've done all that I could, didn't I? Ian knows nothing. Andrew won't say anything. Today has been otherwise completely normal. Right? Let's just go home. Chat on IRC, lie in bed staring at the wall until 4 in the morning. Just like the good old days. Forget this whole... thing. Hey, shit. Kurt? Kurt's leaning against a lamppost next to a park bench. How's it going? Holy shit. A mountain of cigarette butts lies scattered around where he stands. Hopefully not all of them are his. Hey dude, are you alright? His hand jitters slowly towards his mouth. Yeah. You? I'm fine. Cool. Sorry I didn't call you back. Had some trouble sleeping. 1,000 thoughts raced through my mind. That's right. They went after Kurt while I was barfing my guts out yesterday. What did they... Hey. His voice is a hoarse whisper. I strain to allocate the attention to understand every word. Want to see something cool? He raises his cigarette at the nearby bench and immediately starts trudging towards it. Promise I'm not wasting your time. He messes with his phone for a minute. I don't think I've seen a password on it last time around. Here. Take a look at this. Out-of-state student found dead. The 21-year-old male, identified as David Johnson, was found dead by a fellow classmate today at 9:45 a.m. Deputies said preliminary investigation revealed likely cause of death to be heart attack, stemmed from an undiagnosed chronic illness. Wait, that's it? Every strand of hair on the back of my neck stands on end. This is about... who? Kurt, is this... It's bullshit is what it is. David Johnson didn't die from a heart attack. What? The kid from the article, David Johnson. David Johnson. David. He was my friend. What? No. No way. This is just more crap. I'm so sorry. Were you two, close? Not really. Met him in orientation this year. He seemed cool. This sucks. Are you kidding me? I worry myself half to death over being a ghost or whatever, and it's just some other guy? I want to scream out the sigh I've been holding in for the past couple of days. But I can't even do that because of course it's Kurt's fucking friend. I am... sorry. I'm sorry. Kurt goes silent. The distant sounds from the highway get drowned out by burning tobacco whenever he pulls on a cigarette. There's 100 questions I want to ask, all inappropriate. Suddenly, I find myself disengaged. I don't know this guy, David. And I've known Kurt for how long? Our little adventure yesterday couldn't have been longer than an hour. This isn't about me anymore, is it? I'm just some nobody trying to awkwardly console a stranger. Thank God. So, is that why you talked to me yesterday? Because you thought I was him? Kurt chokes on a cigarette. Nearly coughs out a lung. Guess I got my answer. I believe you, you know. About David. He drops a still lit cigarette to the ground and finally manages to squeak out. Yeah? A lot of stupid shit happened after we got on campus yesterday. Just an avalanche of stupid shit. Everyone I talked to for the past couple of days was shocked to find out I'm not dead. Kurt stares at me blankly. I think he knows he won't like what I'm about to say. I overheard some things about how he died. Just rip it off like an old band-aid. There's apparently a killer running around. David was strangled. Sorry. Kurt deflates. He pulls another cigarette out of his hoodie pocket, lights it, and looks away. Huh. Spencer. Want to help me out with this? I do not. Alright.